Hey friends, welcome back to Speak English podcast. I'm David, and I'm here again with the amazing Sarah to bring you more speaking tips that actually work.
Thanks, David. And hi, everyone. It's so good to be here with you again. We love helping you grow your confidence and sound more natural when speaking English.
This is part 2 of our special series, IELTS Speaking Secrets. In our last episode, we broke down part 1 of the test, and today we're going even deeper.
That's right. Today we're tackling IELTS Speaking Part 2. Yes, the cue card section that makes so many test takers feel nervous or totally stuck.
But don't worry, we've got a fun and simple method to help you speak fluently, stay on topic, and feel in control, even when the pressure is on.
We'll share real cue card questions, sample answers, and a powerful technique to organize your thoughts so you never run out of things to say.
So if you're aiming for a higher band score or just want to stop freezing during this part, you're in the right place. Trust us. This episode can change your speaking game.
Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss Part 3 of the series. Let's jump into Part 2 of IELTS Speaking and unlock your full potential.
So, let's break this down. IELTS Speaking Part 2 is where the examiner hands you a cue card with a topic and a few bullet points. You get exactly 1 minute to prepare, and then you have to speak for up to 2 minutes without interruption. That's a big leap from the short answers in Part 1.
Many learners feel overwhelmed here because it feels like you have to give a mini speech. But the truth is, if you follow a structure, you can stay calm, focused, and confident, even if the topic isn't something you've thought about before.
That's why we want to share a technique we call S.P.E.A.K. It's simple, easy to remember, and it gives your response a strong, natural flow. The best part? You can use it for almost any cue card topic. It helps you stay in control from start to finish.
S.P.E.A.K stands for S. State the topic. P. Provide the background. E. Explain the experience. A. Add feelings. And K. Keep it flowing with details. Each part gives you a small task so you don't feel lost or stuck while you're speaking.
When you use this technique, you're not just listing facts. You're telling a short, personal story. That's exactly what the IELTS examiner wants, to hear you communicate naturally, using a wide range of vocabulary and clear, connected ideas.
A lot of people think they need to be perfect, but fluency doesn't mean perfection. It means being able to express your thoughts smoothly and clearly. With S.P.E.A.K, your ideas come out in order, and that reduces hesitation and repetition.
For example, starting with state the topic helps your brain get moving without pressure. Just say what the topic is in your own words. That alone can buy you time and calm your nerves before diving into the details.
Then, when you provide background, you can explain the situation, where you were, who was involved, or what led to that moment. This gives the examiner context and helps you build your answer like a real story, not just bullet points.
When you explain the experience, that's your chance to walk the listener through what happened. You're showing your ability to describe actions, use the past tense, and connect ideas clearly. This is where your speaking really starts to shine.
And finally, add feelings and keep it flowing with details. Help your story sound alive. When you add emotion and vivid information, you sound more natural and connected to your story. Exactly what the examiner wants to hear in a high-band answer.
Now, let's put the S.P.E.A.K method into action. I'll read a real IELTS cue card so you can follow along. Remember, this is exactly the type of question you might get in the actual test. So pay close attention to how we structure the response.
Yes. And as you listen, try to notice how each part of the S.P.E.A.K technique fits into the answer. You'll see how it creates a natural rhythm and flow. Here's the cue card. Describe a time when you gave someone advice. You should say who you gave it to, what the advice was, why you gave it, and how it turned out.
Take a moment to imagine what you might say. Now, Sarah will give you a full 2-minute style answer using the S.P.E.A.K technique. Don't worry, we'll break it down together afterwards. But first, just listen and let it sink in. Ready? Go ahead, Sarah.
A few months ago, I had a conversation with my younger cousin. She had just finished high school and was really unsure about what to study at university. She asked for my advice because she knew I had gone through the same situation a few years earlier and had made some tough decisions myself. I told her to think deeply about what she truly enjoyed doing, not just what seemed like the safest or most practical choice. She had 2 options: business and graphic design. While business seemed more stable, her face lit up every time she talked about design. That reaction told me everything. I shared my own experience of choosing something I was passionate about, even when others thought it was a risky move. I explained how following what you love gives you more motivation and energy in the long run. That seemed to really resonate with her. She ended up applying for a graphic design program, and after just a few months, she's already working on freelance projects and absolutely loving it. Seeing her so excited and confident made me feel proud that I had helped her believe in her own path. That moment taught me how powerful it is to support someone with honesty and care. It reminded me that advice isn't about telling people what to do, it's about helping them see their own truth more clearly. And that was something I felt really grateful to be part of.
That was an excellent answer, Sarah. You covered every part of the cue card, but more importantly, you brought your own voice and personality into it. It didn't sound scripted. It sounded real, which is what the examiner wants to hear.
Thanks, David. And I hope everyone noticed how S.P.E.A.K helped organize my thoughts. It kept me focused, but also gave me space to speak freely. That's the goal: fluency with structure, not memorization.
One of the biggest benefits of using the S.P.E.A.K structure is that it gives your brain a roadmap. Instead of panicking about what to say next, you can simply follow the steps. This takes a lot of pressure off and helps you stay calm during your 2-minute answer.
Exactly. When you're under pressure, it's easy to freeze or lose your train of thought. But with S.P.E.A.K, you always know where you are in your response. That sense of direction makes a huge difference and helps you sound more fluent and confident.
It also helps your answer feel natural and not robotic. You're not memorizing a speech. You're telling a story with a clear beginning, middle, and end. That kind of flow is something examiners love because it shows you're communicating, not just reciting.
Plus, it allows you to show a wide range of language. You get to use past tense for describing the experience, emotion words for feelings, connectors like so or because, and descriptive phrases. That's everything the examiner is looking for in a high-scoring answer.
And let's not forget, when you're confident in your structure, you can spend more energy on pronunciation, tone, and rhythm. All those little things that make your English sound alive and engaging, rather than flat or nervous. That's what fluency is all about.
Another great thing is how flexible this method is. No matter what topic you get, whether it's about advice, a favorite place, or a personal achievement, you can apply the same structure and feel in control. It works like a universal formula for storytelling.
And because each letter in S.P.E.A.K gives you a task, it breaks the speaking into manageable chunks. You're not overwhelmed by talking for 2 minutes. You're just moving from one small piece to the next. That mental trick really helps reduce anxiety.
I've seen students completely transform their answers using this method. They go from short, choppy sentences to full, expressive stories. The change is incredible. Just by having a plan and practicing it with real examples like we're doing here.
So instead of aiming for perfection, aim for progress. A structured answer that flows naturally will always sound better than a memorized paragraph. The S.P.E.A.K method helps you show your real English skills, not just what you've rehearsed.
And most of all, it builds your confidence. When you practice using S.P.E.A.K, You start trusting yourself to speak more freely. That's when everything starts to change, because confidence is what really drives fluency forward.
Now that you understand how the SPEAK structure works, let's talk about how to actually practice it on your own. You don't need a teacher or a partner, you just need consistency, a timer, and a few cue cards to start building fluency.
Step 1. Pick a cue card topic. You can find tons of examples online or even create your own. Choose something that feels interesting to you, because it'll be easier to stay engaged and speak more naturally when the topic actually means something.
Step 2. Set a timer for 1 minute. That's your official prep time, just like in the real IELTS test. During this minute, mentally go through the SPEAK steps. Don't write a full script. Just outline your ideas in your head or use keywords.
Step 3. Once the minute is up, start your 2-minute speech. Use your phone or computer to record yourself. It might feel strange at first, but hearing your voice later will help you notice your strengths, mistakes, and where you need more clarity.
Step 4. Listen to the recording. Ask yourself, did I follow the SPAK steps? Did I explain things clearly? Did I sound natural or nervous? Try to be honest without being too critical. This is about learning, not being perfect right away.
After that, repeat the process with a new cue card. Practice 1 or 2 topics each day, and you'll quickly notice improvement. Your sentences will get longer, your vocabulary will grow, and your confidence will build with every single round.
Another great tip is to challenge yourself with different topics, even the ones that feel uncomfortable. That's how you stretch your skills and get ready for anything the examiner might throw your way on test day. The more variety, the better.
If you want to take it even further, try shadowing your own voice. After you listen to your answer, speak along with your recording, copying the tone and rhythm. This helps you internalize your speaking style and become more fluent over time.
And remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Small, consistent practice is more powerful than one big session once a week. If you train your brain to speak a little bit every day, your fluency will become more natural without you even noticing.
The goal is progress, not perfection. Every time you sit down and practice, you're getting one step closer to sounding fluent and confident. So be patient with yourself, enjoy the process, and trust that your effort will absolutely pay off.
As you begin practicing, it's important to be aware of common mistakes that can lower your score. One of the biggest is trying to memorize entire answers. It might feel safe, but it usually backfires because you sound unnatural, and the examiner will notice.
Another common mistake is forgetting to plan your answer during the prep time. If you jump into speaking without any structure, you'll likely run out of things to say or repeat yourself a lot. 1 minute of thinking can save you from 2 minutes of stress.
Some learners also speak way too fast, trying to fit in as many words as possible. But fluency isn't about speed. It's about clarity and connection. Speaking too quickly can make you sound nervous and hard to follow, even if your vocabulary is advanced.
On the other hand, speaking too slowly or pausing too much can also hurt your fluency score. Long gaps make it seem like you're searching for words or struggling with grammar. Natural pacing with confident transitions is key to sounding fluent and prepared.
Another mistake is giving answers that are too short. If you stop after 30 or 40 seconds, the examiner can't evaluate your full speaking ability. Your job is to keep going, develop your ideas, add details, and aim to fill the full 2 minutes whenever possible.
One helpful way to keep your answer going is by using simple connectors like, "What happened next was," or "I'll never forget when." These phrases keep your story alive and prevent your brain from freezing when you're not sure what to say next.
Some people also get stuck trying to use big or complicated vocabulary. But if you misuse a word or sound forced, it can hurt your coherence. It's better to use simple words correctly and expressively than to confuse your listener with awkward phrases.
And don't forget about tone. If your answer sounds flat or robotic, it won't feel engaging, even if the grammar is perfect. Show emotion in your voice, vary your rhythm, and let your personality come through. That's a big part of a natural-sounding answer.
Lastly, don't panic if you make a small mistake. Everyone slips up sometimes, even native speakers. What matters most is how you recover. Keep going smoothly, correct yourself if needed, and don't let one error ruin your focus or flow.
You're not being judged for being perfect. You're being evaluated on how well you communicate. Focus on telling a story, staying organized, and speaking with confidence. If you do that, your score will reflect your true potential, not just your mistakes.
All right, it's time for your challenge, and this is where real progress begins. We want you to choose one IELTS Part 2 cue card today and apply the S.P.E.A.K technique we shared. This isn't just theory. Putting it into action is how fluency truly grows.
Set a 1-minute timer to prepare and think through your story using the S.P.E.A.K steps. Then, record yourself speaking for 2 full minutes. It might feel long at first, but the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. Don't skip the timer part. It matters.
As you speak, try to relax into your story. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Even if you make a mistake, keep talking. Fluency isn't about getting every word right. It's about flow, confidence, and being able to recover smoothly.
After you finish, listen to your recording. Did you follow the S.P.E.A.K structure? Did you sound natural and expressive? Make a few notes, then try again with a new cue card tomorrow. This kind of daily practice builds results faster than you think.
And if you want extra motivation, post your answer in the comments. Seriously, share your story. We'd love to read what you came up with, and other learners will be inspired by your effort. Learning out loud is powerful, and this community is here for you.
If you have a friend or study partner, try giving each other cue cards and recording your answers. You'll learn from each other and stay consistent. Practicing out loud is the best way to build the muscle of speaking fluently under pressure.
And if you're shy, that's okay too. Keep a voice journal. Practice alone, speak into your phone, and just focus on building the habit. Progress doesn't always need to be public, but it should be consistent. Small steps every day really do lead to big change.
Make it fun for yourself. Pick topics that make you smile or think deeply. When you enjoy the process, your motivation stays high. The more emotionally connected you are to your answers, the more naturally your words will come out. That's real fluency.
So that's your mission. 1 cue card, 2 minutes of speaking, every day this week. Don't just listen to us. Actually try it. You'll be amazed at how much more confident and fluid you'll sound after just a few practice sessions.
You've got this. We believe in you. Take this challenge seriously and commit to it. The test may be stressful, but your preparation doesn't have to be. With structure, practice, and a little courage, fluency is absolutely within your reach.
Today we explored IELTS Speaking Part 2 in depth, focusing on how to stay calm, sound fluent, and organize your ideas using the S.P.E.A.K technique. With just one simple structure, you can turn a stressful question into a natural and confident story.
We also showed you a real cue card example and how to give a strong response using your own experiences, feelings, and storytelling. It's not about perfection. It's about showing who you are and how well you can express yourself clearly in English.
We walked you through a complete practice routine, step by step, so you can start applying everything we taught right away. If you commit to this daily, even for a few minutes, your confidence and fluency will grow faster than you might expect.
And we talked about the most common mistakes that stop people from reaching a higher band score, like memorizing scripts, freezing up, or using words they don't fully understand. Avoiding these habits makes a big difference in how natural you sound.
Now we want to hear from you. What part of today's episode helped you the most? What cue card topic would you like to try first? Let us know in the comments. We love reading what you're working on and how you're improving your English.
If you made it all the way to this point, that means you're serious about improving your speaking skills. So write the word IELTS in the comments to let us know you're part of the community and committed to your progress. We're cheering for you.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. That way, YouTube will let you know when we drop the final part of this series, where we'll cover IELTS Speaking Part 3, so you'll be ready for every part of the test.
Thanks again for joining us today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and most importantly, keep believing in your ability to grow. We'll see you very soon in the next episode of Speak English Podcast. Take care and keep going.